ill. Now you say you're not ill, but you were ill.
I'm not ill.
So you never said. So you never told her that.
No, I have never been ill. I got my ailments, true. And some days I'm better off at certain times than others. Like right now, I'm not too good. But I am not sick in bed where I need help.
Well, why did you tell her to come up here then? If you,
I didn't ask you to come. I said, would you like to come? That is I give everybody the opportunity to say, no, I can't. When I talked to Walt knows they were having babysitting problems, would you like to come? I don't want to move to Georgia, but would you like to come here? I can help you out with babysitting problems. I do not mess with people because I never had the time to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
Natalie,
I can tell the way you did her.
I have our problems. We're probably always going to have a problem. I wanted her to
No, you have a problem with my mother.
I wanted her.
You have a problem with her.
I wanted
You
her
have a
to
problem
come
with her.
because I wanted to iron out some of the problems we've had.
I can't tell. Not when I see. It seems like you're mad and you're angry.
I'm not here. I'm upstairs most of the time because I don't feel well. I'm upstairs on that computer.
But you just told me you're not sick.
But I'm not sick, no. If I went to the doctor
That one good time?
and I go to the doctor at least once every 4 to 5 months.
What she told me on the phone, you said you needed help getting back to the doctor.
I don't need help. I never would.
Because you said that Walt didn't want to be bothered.
No,
taking you to the doctor.
I never said that.
So
this is what I suppose she said, that he didn't really have the time. He had to get to work
a lot of times,
so he was not able. If she was going in for shots and stuff like that.
I don't like to drive when I get those shots.
And that's where the conversation.
But I never said I'm sick in bed, that I need somebody to care for me. I don't need that. I get around as much as I can alone. I'm 76 years old. And you know how I feel? Let me tell you how I feel about your sister and you. I'm going to tell you honestly how I feel. And my grandchildren, I have helped raise you guys.
No, you haven't. Not me.
Money.
I'm sorry. I didn't know money buys emotion.
No,
I didn't know money could buy relationships.
I have raised kids. I raised my own 4 kids. Not raised. I helped. I helped when money was needed. I have helped to send money to states. I really feel my kids don't really care about me. This is honestly how I feel. They don't really care about me. They never did, and they never will. And I don't know why. I mean, I'm a human being. I've done things I shouldn't have done. I've said things I shouldn't have said. But for the most part, I have helped my family. You know, I feel really stupid. I feel stupid for all the money. Do you know I really have little money left? All the money I had my hands on, I got very little of it left. I have all the money. Dave left me over $50,000. I have helped others. Do you think it was easy for me to give your brother $4,000 that I will never see again?
Well, that's
no, you gotta talk to him. You can't tell me that. Yeah, you can't tell me that.
Nobody has said, look, this is what we're going to do to help pay you back.
I told you before I came up here. I told Junior that right now.
Because I remember her talking to him about that.
And help.
But I didn't hear it.
I did say it to you. I told you that I felt responsible for that. Even though it was whatever happened when he got down there. I told you before I came up here, I felt responsible for that.
Well, I tell you, I really feel, personally.
I have done everything that I possibly can do. I'm up here hurt and still working, still cleaning, still doing everything.
I thank you for doing
the
housework for me.
Plus,
I thank you for doing that. But I'm going to tell you, I personally, as a mother, feel that most of my children and my grandchildren do not care for me. They don't care about me, nor do they care for me. This is my own personal feeling, and I do not know if I'll ever get rid of it.
I don't think then you shouldn't have people come around.
I didn't ask
people don't care.
No, because I wanted to resolve some of it.
I don't think it's ever going to get resolved.
That a lot of stuff was my fault. I felt guilt. I felt a lot of stuff. I didn't get 1 cent for your care from your dad. Not 1 penny. Not one.
But I'm not. See, I'm only a product.
And everything.
I'm in the same boat, and I'm only a product of that relationship that you chose over 50 years ago now. It's been over 50 years.
It's been over
I'm in the same boat. Unfortunately, for me, that same mentality or not knowing was handed to me. It was handed to me. So as far as somebody that is acting like I'm alone and I'm on an island, unfortunately, nothing can be further from the truth.
I asked you the other day, do you want me to go to Norfolk with you? And you said no.
And I said no.
And
I made it. I got there.
I asked that question because I do care. I do care about you having a job. I do care about Jordan having a job. I do care. I do care that you guys are living with me. Because I only wanted to see you do the best. I was so excited when you told me you were going to nursing school. Because I know how smart you are. I can sit down with you and talk nursing stuff to you like we both have graduated from nursing school. And that's how much experience you have. I can talk to you. There's nobody else around to talk nursing stuff to. But I can talk it to you because I know your background. I know what it is to be out there. I know what it is. I know what it is to be lonely. I know. You don't think that I sit in this house and that I went through everything I have gone through and I don't know what other people go through. Why do you think I said, would you like to come here? I didn't know your situation with Ronnie and all that stuff. You told me something about him. But I didn't know he was going to follow you here.
I didn't even know he even had the address to be a problem
here to us.
Well, he's a problem to me and maybe a little bit to him. But really,
he don't care about y'all.
No, that's not
he's
the
blown
issue.
off.
I know
basically
crazy people.
He's still blown off.
He
still has a fence around him.
Yeah, they will
at least
do
I was
what they
smart
can.
enough to make sure that he has a fence around him.
He's
aware of that fence.
I did not
and he's
realize
not crossing
that
it.
man was coming here.
He's aware of it, and he's not crossing it.
But
that's the bottom line.
If you think that I do not care, the only goddamn reason that I ever offered you guys to come because you're my relatives and I love you.
We don't know anymore. All I know is that we are having these unexplainable experiences with any type of relative.
Any type of walk. Every time I see your son,
feels
like this, what he does. He comes in. Like when he comes in, then like he goes like this, has like arms around his shoulder, looking at me.
He does that when he comes. That's him.
Like he has an attitude.
No, that is Walt. Walt comes whenever he comes, whether you were here or not. You know one thing you and your mother do. I'm gonna tell you. You and Natalie read too much stuff into people. Walt is like that. He's a supervisor. He does it like that when he came.
Well, you see, but you didn't give us no information. You didn't give us no information.
Well, how can I give you? I'm gonna say Walt comes in and he stands like this.
No,
not having her.
Here's the deal. When I was on the phone with you over and over again, when I kept saying, "What are your other children going to think? What's going on?" When I was trying to find out what was going on before I got up here, I said to you, well, Jordan is unfortunately very disenchanted. I've got the problem with Ronnie. He's, got some issues with his father that were never really resolved. I tried to get him to call his father, this, that, and the other. And all I know is I know that Jordan just probably needs to see a male who's just being responsible and doing what he needs to do. Now, that's all I said. That's all I said to him. For me, it's not about him and his gestures and all that. It's his whole reaction.
Yeah, to stuff like who we are.
Who we are.
He's like what are we doing here?
And what are we doing here? It's a suspicion.
Have you thought about sitting down and talking to Walt about
I've already tried to talk to Walt. I don't know how many times. I've texted him.
You won't text her back?
You won't text me back. You asked me to do things regarding the young ladies.
With Gracie, she won't text her back. We supposed to pick her up.
She won't text me back. I have done everything I possibly could do to make sure that I maintain whatever cordial relationship that I can with my only remaining sister, which is Marlo. That constantly falls apart.
Well, I mean,
So
I can't
you can't
solve
control it.
everybody's
You can't.
problem.
No, you
and
can't.
I can't control it.
people's
But
feelings.
here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't think anybody wants to feel like they came 2,000 or 3,000 miles
For nothing.
nonsense. That's the bottom line. Nobody wants to feel that way. Nobody wants to feel like if they
How
start
would
a
you-
conversation
wait,
with you.
How would you like to feel as a mother who raised 4 kids? I carried all 4, 36 months of my life, 4 kids.
You didn't raise her.
Yes,
You didn't
I
raise
did.
my mother. Well, she wanted to get raped at 14. She did. She wanted to have Michael at 14.
If I,
She wanted to have Keisha at
the only
17.
way
Or
I
Angelique.
could have been,
So you didn't raise her. You can't say you raised her. You said you raised the other 3. She didn't get to go to college on your behalf. She did everything on her own. She got her house on. She had to get an apartment. You don't know where to be found. A little bit of money. You sent the money to help us. You did. That was a little bit compared to what I saw in my own 2 eyes. So you can't sit here and tell me what you didn't did for us. What you did for them. You didn't do it for me. Yeah, you sent me money on my birthday here or there. But truly being there.
I got checks upstairs and I can show you.
No, show me the checks.
$1,000 at
Show
one time
me.
that I had
That's all you
sent.
care about is money. Show me.
I got checks upstairs.
Show me. Go get it and show me.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Well,
because
then.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
So why are you talking about money?
Well, because I'm talking about everything. I don't
You
have to
take
prove
care
a
of her.
goddamn fucking thing to anybody else anymore in this fucking life. I'm 76 years old. I have taken
Well,
all
you
the
shouldn't
crap.
have told him to come up here.
I'm sorry.
You should never.
Believe me,
I had a
I'm
life in Arizona.
sorry.
I had friends in Arizona. I was getting the jobs in Arizona. And it take me 2 to 3 weeks to get a job. That's different. I have no felonies. Have nothing. There's
Nobody's
no
showing us nothing,
reason. Nobody showed us
cares.
nothing. Nobody.
I realized you told me yesterday.
Go ahead.
We've really been fending for ourselves.
Self
There's nothing
and-
wrong with that. But at the same time, you know,
When you guys
unfortunately,
came here, I didn't even know.
this place is a little bit more dangerous
know why you
than
left
other
here.
places
I don't know why you left here.
because of
everybody
the fact that
looked at us,
everybody had some kind of agenda
an agenda
to
about
see
us.
how much we could take. It seems like
It seemed like
people were at us about how much we could take.
What we did
never,
up here.
ever thought
said
that I would
that
have a relationship
when you came
with
here.
2 young ladies. I'm sorry, I'm not finished. I never ever thought I would have a relationship with 2 young ladies who were children when I met them, are still children, and I have never in my life, in everywhere I've been, going to school and everything, I've never been able to not recreate or make a relationship better. That for me is a no-win situation. Every time, like for instance, when I picked y'all up from the airport, I said, Natalie, you're just gonna bite the bullet. You're gonna do their hair. You're gonna woman up. You're gonna, in some kind of way, you're gonna be positive. You're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. But as soon as I got to the airport, the phone call I got was, where are you? Are you where you're supposed to be? And then, well, okay, and bye. No, thank you. No, how are you? None of that. So for me, because I have done everything I could to hone and make sure, in spite of whatever has happened to me, to bring my best foot forward, just the fact, and I'm still showing that after being gone for 9 months, because we left, we spent the money that we came up here with based on thinking that we were going to make it come into this household. Now the government's got everybody on a freeze. So I've done all that. I did everything I could to hone that relationship. And every single time I get ready to, in some kind of way, reinforce what I'm trying to show, how I'm trying to perform, how I'm trying to get over things, it always gets dashed against the rocks. Now, you can sit there and say that we read too much into it. But like I told you, I've always been more afraid of my family than I've been from people on the streets. Always. Because I have not had a good relationship. That's just like him. You know?
And you know one thing, when
and
you
I've
say
done everything
to me
I could
that I
to
did
do what I
not
was supposed
raise
to.
her. Her dad was supposed to have
That's not her
raised
father.
too.
It's not her father.
Oh.
Walt Senior's not her daddy. Tell by looking at the picture. If I would have looked at that a long time ago, real
So you
good.
and Stacy and Walt are not full sister brothers.
No.
Everybody keeps saying it.
No.
I tell you.
Who told you that?
Man, they've been telling me that since I've been
My daddy even told her. She
young.
told me that's what happened with my father
with
about
all
our
the
hair and stuff. He talked
DNA
to us
and
about our
Well, I
hair.
tell you,
Why it was so
If
soft.
he's not your dad,
Well,
I know as a woman, I know I laid with him and I know I had you. I know I carried you for 9 months and I know every piece of clothing you ever had until you were old enough to work for yourself. I bought every piece. I gave you a home. I did every
not her
fucking
father.
thing a mother could do. If he says he's not your dad, he's a liar. And he lies about everything. Not only that, but every other thing. And I was stupid enough to fall for his lies. That's my stupidity. But I knew as a woman and as a mother, you were my responsibility. Nobody cared when I worked 24 hours almost to keep a roof over your head and the other kids. Nobody cared about that.
And nobody cared when we were darn near beating ourselves to death, and everything that I ever cared about got destroyed by my own siblings. See, that's the thing. None of that got straightened out. So now that we are adults, all of a sudden, there's supposed to be some way that we're supposed to know how to get along. But we don't know how to get along. We don't know how to straighten things out. The only reason why Walt came over here to even say hello is because of Lauren saying something about somebody coming by with some loud music. And I guess everybody assumed it was Ronnie. So he came over, he used his key, he looked all through the house and stood there and barely had a conversation with me. And then said something about, oh, I didn't answer the text because I was sick or I was busy. And I'm thinking, well, days and days and days and days and days later, you still can't answer a text? Sometimes I don't answer texts for days and days and days later, but I apologize and say, oh, okay, well, I didn't answer the text at the time. I was going through this, that, or the other thing. So that's all their decisions. You know, you're an adult. You've made your decisions in life. You know, whatever happened. I have no idea why I would even venture to know somebody's name is Regis Webb, except for the fact that I sat right there in that bedroom with you and had the conversation. I would not know his first and last name. So I don't know what's going on. All I can do is say to myself, well, then that is why that I got treated so unconsciously and consciously bad. But you sat there in the house, in the bedroom, and said that to me. So I don't have
Regis Webb, who was a friend of mine. Your dad and I had separated. You were already born.
But I don't have a perception of that. I can't help it if you choose to tell me that, and now you choose to take it back. I can't help that. I have no idea. You're sitting here saying that he's my father. You showed me a picture and you said this is a dear friend of mine. This is the man that, you know, there's a possibility that you said something about him being my father.
No, I've never.
Those are the words that came out of your mouth.
The man. I was already separated from your dad. You were already born.
I don't know.
When I went out with Regis Webb.
I know I don't have that much of a hearing problem. I know that I've been bopped against the head.
I know.
But I know I don't have that much of a hearing problem.
You too. I'm going to tell you my observation of you two guys since I've been with you. Since May, I think.
No.
we've been gone.
We got here June 5th.
June 5th. Okay.
So it's been 90 days.
All right. You feed off each other. You talk. You confer with each other like a married couple do. You're in each other's pocket. What I mean by pocket, you agree with each other with everything that is going on. Lauren is senile. And I'll ask Walt if Lauren said anything.
I don't know. I don't know. He came in here talking about hip hop. Because I said, well, Walt, I'm getting to know people, I'm meeting people. And I didn't know that Queen Souls Cafe, I didn't know that was a little baby club after I said I thought it was a restaurant. And then he said something else. And then pretty much he was going out the door. And so what I'm saying to you is that Lauren is the one that had the reaction to the loud music. Whether it got back or not, I don't know. All I know was that there was a person that came and picked me up.
I would put Lauren.
And that's it.
Do you think I'm stupid enough that I would go ask Lauren to keep watch over you guys here?
What you
I have
doing?
no idea. All I know is that
And see, that's
ever since
something
I've been
that you
here,
you came up with. That is nothing true
but
about that.
how can you say that when we went to Home Depot and 2 keys got made for us and 1 key got made for him? So he's definitely a part of whatever goes in and on in this house, and that's your business. So if I have an impression, whether you think it's you and him and I are in cahoots or whatever, if I have the impression that Lauren is in some kind of way involved in this family, is because he gets keys, he gets stuff. At the same time, we're getting them. And I said to you,
I didn't give Lauren a key when I had keys made.
well, that's what you said you were going to do with it.
Well, I didn't do it.
Okay, but that's what you said.
I didn't.
So what did I do? I said I went and I got more covered up stuff.
The line,
Because he does. He looks in the windows. He goes by
The reason why
all
I
the
get,
time.
because Lauren, when we used to go back and forth to Pennsylvania, he used to get our mail. He used to come in and put it in there. He used to see that nothing was leaking.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's so.
But
Then you can't.
he
You can't
might
help
think
me
that he's still doing that.
But then you can't help for me to say that. Okay, this guy is pretty much part of your reality. It is. It's part of your reality. So we have to look at and say, okay, so what's going on?
When
I have
you
a
guys-
man.
when are you
I have
gonna
a man.
move?
I have a man. Well, that's the thing. We're thinking about just taking this to court. And the reason why I'm saying that,
Taking what to court?
this whole mess,
To court for what?
because
You haven't
it's a
paid one
mess.
fucking cent to live
But
here.
I've done everything besides pay
And
rent.
I don't hardly
We're putting
eat the food you pay. I
We're
don't
putting
hardly eat
food
the
in
food.
the refrigerator.
I
We're
don't
doing
hardly eat
we're
that
doing
food.
everything.
'Cause it's
I'm
packaged
hurt.
stuff.
I'm hurt, and I'm walking around, running around in the dark, in the rain over a taillight. I'm the one I'm hurt. I'm not faking.
I hurt too.
But I'm not faking. I just fell on a
You said
storm
I
here,
faked?
so I'm not faking it. But what I'm saying to you is, in spite of, I'm still trying to get out.
So
I'm
look,
still trying
go
to
to
walk.
court. Go ahead.
I'm
Go to
still
court.
trying
You
to
know one
work.
thing?
I'm still trying to do
I don't
everything I'm
give a
supposed to
shit
do.
what you do to me anymore. I don't.
Well, I've
care
never done anything to you.
anymore.
I've
You
never done
have
anything. What have I
nothing
done?
To me.
What have
You
I done?
Don't care about me at all.
How do
care
I
about
don't
her?
care?
You ain't care about since you
How
were
do I
14
don't
years
care?
old.
Yeah.
How do I don't care?
If you want to
had
take-
a life.
You want to take me to
You
court?
kept your license. You kept your nurse's license in spite of what happened to me and your friend Elaine Dukley. You kept everything. So what have I done to you?
You did it by not
You
telling
hurt-
me what happened to
You
you.
are. Here's the deal.
Let me tell you.
You hurt.
Listen,
You hate who you harm.
I
That's the
don't
way life works.
care
You hate who you harm.
Do you and Jordan want to take me
You
to
hate
court?
who you harm.
Go ahead. Take me
That's
to
the
court.
bottom line.
Take me to court. I
And
don't care.
this is shame,
I
but
do
it's
not
just
care.
a reality.
I don't care
Well,
anymore.
that's fine.
What you do to
You've
me because
always
you know
showed
what
you
they-
didn't care.
If I never see you again, it's all
and that's
right with me.
and if that
So
was the
go
deal,
ahead, do what
if that
you have
was
to
the
do.
deal,
Do what
then
you feel you have to do.
you should have never said, "Come here."
Do
If that's
what
the way you
feel
felt,
you have to do.
and
I'm
you've
hard.
always
I
felt that
don't
way.
Care
You've
anymore.
always felt that way.
You can
So
pack
if you've
up
always
and go
felt that
now if you
way,
want to like you did before.
if you've always felt that way, then here's the deal. Then just leave people alone. I only
didn't call
called
you.
I only called you to give you good information
Shit.
about your grandson finally
Oh,
making it out of
what was
college.
that?
I didn't give you anything else. I didn't give you anything else.
I do not.
You get up, you walk away from conversations, no matter what I'm saying to you. So I know
I
that my
already said
feelings don't count
what
for
I'm going
anything.
to say. You can do what you want to do to me because
I'm not doing anything to
everything
you.
You can take me to court if you want.
I'm
to.
not doing anything
you can
to
put me
you.
in jail if you want to.
Is that where you want to go?
If you want to, if you feel
Is
this
that
will
what-
make you feel.
if-
No, I
if
don't want
that-
to go to
if-
jail, but I'll go to get away from you.
To get away from me.
Yes.
To get away from
Yes. I don't like you.
me. You never have.
I love you, but I don't
No, you
like
don't
you.
love me.
Yes,
Nobody.
I do. I
It's
don't like
here's
you.
Here's the bottom truth. Nobody lets a daughter go through what I went through. If you truly love them,
How am
I
supposed
see
to
what
stop
I see
you
what my
do?
son goes through.
Let me
I see
tell
what
you,
both of my
why
sons go through.
Didn't you tell me?
How?
Why
tell
did
you
my
what?
sister
When you're
tell
beating me to death.
No, when you were pregnant.
When you were beating me.
I wasn't
How am I
beating you.
supposed? You were beating me all
I
the
did
time.
not. I did not
I got
beat
beatings
you.
all
I
all the
hardly
time.
ever struck my kids.
Oh, really?
Really?
Wow. Okay.
Somebody
Well,
else must have done like you believe this man is not your father. So maybe Jane.
No,
and
you
Carol
said
did
it. You said it. You said he wasn't.
I never said nothing. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I know he never cared about me. You and Stacy never cared about me.
Okay, so
And
I
the
never
other thing
cared,
is,
but you kept
listen,
your license.
but let me
the
tell you-
police surrounded me, mother.
Let me tell you
Social
this
workers
much.
surrounded me.
Let me tell
you
you
can't
this
stand
much.
there and tell me I didn't care.
Let me tell you this.
You didn't.
much.
You can't.
No, you did not
there
care.
are plenty
If
of
you had
people
cared
who are in a
at
social
your
work
mother, and
atmosphere
I'm working,
who
and I'm
beat
working
me to death,
3.
put a hanger in me, and then take and drop me off at a hospital.
That's not true.
They
None of it
found
is
drugs
true.
in my system, Mom. They found drugs in my system.
None of it is true. None of it.
Not
is
for
true.
you. For
None-
you is
None
for
of it
you.
is true.
For you
Just
is
like
not your
you get
reality.
together, just like
For
you
you
two
is
get
not your
together.
reality. For you is
And I'm
not your
gonna tell you
reality,
one thing.
right?
You do what you want to do.
For you
Say
is
what
not
you
your
wanna say.
reality.
Take it to court. I don't care. Don't talk to me anymore. Go to court. Kiss my fucking fat black ass.
Did you record it?
I don't care.
Okay.
Kiss my fucking fat black ass. I haven't done a goddamn thing to you. Nothing.
Okay.
So get somebody to believe it.
Everybody believes it.
I don't give a damn. There's crazy people just like you two out there.
Okay.
Okay. I'm crazy.